guys, so I wanted to show you guys how you can get this look for prom. I have a cousin and I'm not going to be able to do her makeup for prom this year because she moved across the country. I love you, Emily. So I wanted to do this video for her so that she can do her own makeup herself, and I also want to do it for some of you guys. So I was going to actually put my prom dress on and show you guys the completed look and everything, but the prom dress is in the back of my car, so I will. And I hope that you guys enjoy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Okay, moisturizing. Do it earlier that day and do it right before you do your makeup. I'm going to use a lighter moisturizer right now. This is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. But earlier in the morning, when you have a few hours before you're going to start the rest of this, you might want to use a thicker moisturizer or an oil. Oils are really good, just to keep your skin really supple. For eyebrows, you obviously just want to do whatever you're comfortable with. You might want to amp it up a little bit because you're going to have more face makeup on. So I'm going to be using my e.l.f. brow pomade. If you already have really full eyebrows though, you can just use an eyeshadow. Or if you're starting from scratch like me, a brow pomade is really good because it lasts the entire night and your eyebrows aren't going to come off. Okay, so if you have big pores, you want to make sure that you are filling them in with some kind of pore filling primer. Something that has silicone in it is normally what will fill them in. We're going for really glowy skin today, so I am going to be using this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. But if you don't have this product, all you have to do is take a shimmery eyeshadow and mix it in with your moisturizer and then put it all over your skin. I'm going to go in with warmer toned eyeshadows just because I like them better with my skin and my eye color. If you want to do cooler tones, you do you, girl. Nobody's making you do anything. So I'm going to take Top Notch right here from ColourPop. You want to use a fluffy brush with a medium toned brown. Just put this straight through your crease. I'm going to take it out a little bit so that our eye is elongated. Now when you're trying to blend these edges, you want to hold the brush back on the bottom part because you're not getting as much control or precision, and so it makes it blend a lot easier. You see how we're getting that nice blend now? Now this is the glitter I'm going to use. You could use whatever glitter that you want. It doesn't have to be this one. This is called Beige Breeze. I've used it a few times in my videos. It's very, very pretty and very, very messy. So I'm going to set that down. I'm going to just grab the glue, and you don't need a lot. So like that's quite a bit actually. And now I'm going to scrape this off because I don't want any more glue added. The less glue that you have, the easier it's going to be to work with. Some tape. I'm going to do some wing eyeliner just because I like the added drama, but you don't have to. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to do tape. And this is going to make it easier for you to get a crisp line with your winged liner. So you don't have to do this part, but it will make your life a lot easier. Just a normal brown. I'm going to use Cypress Umber from my Modern Renaissance palette just because I like the formula of it, but use whatever color you want. This is when that smaller fluffy brush will come into play. It's good to have something like that. And you just keep it right here on this outer part. And slowly start to diffuse it in with this glitter. Now that's the eyeshadow look. It's just 3 colors, the dark brown, the medium brown, and the glitter. And then the brow bone if you want to call it that. I'm going to use some eyeliner. For winged liner, I think it's way easier to use a marker and then have this as your guideline. Okay. Woo! Got him! To pick up the glitter from underneath your eye, I just take some more tape and just go anywhere. I love these Hard Candy Glamouflage Pigment Makeup Drops. So that's what I'm going to use because they're very thin, but they have lots of coverage, and they're really cheap too. And I'm going to mix it in a little bit of my Wet n Wild foundation. This is the Photo Focus. But you can use just whatever foundation that you already have. If you want it to be a little bit more coverage, you can mix in a loose powder with it, and it makes it a little bit thicker, have more coverage. Or you can just mix in a little bit of your concealer in with it. Now, I have tried these Hard Candy mix-in drops in just about every way possible, and I really like blending my fingers, or blending it in with my fingers. So that is what I'm going to do today. If that grosses you out, don't do it. But that's what I like to do. I feel like I get the most full coverage, and then I use a beauty blender to make sure there's not like any finger marks or anything like that. And dab it in there. Make sure you're getting all the way down to your neck and around your hairline and everything like that. For under eye concealer, I'm going to use Tarte Shape Tape, but you can use whatever you want. I'm going to highlight. So when you're highlighting, you want to do the under eyes. And I know some people are like, I don't really like that much makeup, so I just like to do my under eyes. But what you don't realize is that when you do that and you just highlight one area of your face, it like off balances everything else. So if you're going to highlight, you have to do your whole face. I guess you don't have to, but it looks really weird and it doesn't look good if you only do a little bit. So and you don't have to bake, but if you do, it's going to make your makeup last longer. And actually, recently I haven't been baking or cooking or whatever you want to call it, because I just think it's too heavy. But for prom, it's perfect. If you're going to do false lashes, you don't really have to do anything extra with your mascara. If you aren't going to do false lashes, then you can put on like a whole crap ton of coats. But I'm doing false lashes because my lashes are awful. False lashes that I would recommend you guys, if you really aren't used to wearing a lot of makeup or false lashes, these Demi Wispies from Ardell, you can get them at like Walmart, Walgreens, anything like that, Rite Aid, places like that, because they're really thin, but they have a really pretty style. They're just a really pretty style to them, and they kind of make your eye shape look really long and pretty. So it's actually easier to do this with tweezers. And it just makes it look 10 times better. That's why I love lashes. After that, please take some eyeliner and cover up the lash band. Take that first shade that we used, just the warm brown underneath, and that's all that I'm going to do. And then if you want to be extra, you want to be a little extra, I'm going to take a shimmery, really light eyeshadow. This is Nylon by MAC. It's the bomb diggity. I don't know why I'm holding this so weird. MAC Nylon, and it's really awesome. I'm going to just get some on my pinky and just... Let's dust off this bake. And I don't really dust it off, I kind of swirl it in. I'm going to be a little bit extra and use this glitter liner from NYX. You can get glitter liners from anywhere. Revlon has some. Just do you, boo. But I'm going to do it. The Tartiste Pro Glow To Go. This color right here, it's called Chisel. But you can use whatever, just any kind of color. You want it to be matte though. Make sure that it is a matte shade. And then just take it and put it there. Now if you don't know where to contour, feel. You can feel where your finger goes slightly slanted like that, it falls in. If your finger's going like that, no. Like that. That's it. Or you can just do it by this part of your ear going down. That makes it pretty easy too. Now we just put a full coverage foundation on our entire face, so you're starting to lose the shadows and stuff. So I'm going to take a little bit and do it right here on my nose. So I barely even touched the top part because I just want this shadow to continue. My nose gets really wide at the end, and I don't like that, so that's what I'm trying to correct. So I just try to make it look like it stays at that same Gold Deposit Mineralized Skin Finish. It's kind of our blush. So just keep the skin really warm. Again, just use your blush. You can use any kind of color because you didn't really do any sort of big color with your eyes, so you can do whatever color that you want. I'm going to just take that same color that we used on our inner corner just to keep everything in unison. Nylon by MAC, if you forgot. You can just do a random nude lipstick, but I like to make my lips look bigger than they actually are. So I'm going to do Kylie Cosmetics True Brown, or no, Brown Sugar, and then Buttercream Frosting. Now, most of us are going to want some glossy lips for prom, I think. So I'm going to use this nudie color. So, I finished the rest of it. I just put my hair in a fishtail braid. It's been a good minute, can you tell? I've had this makeup on for a good 3 to 4 hours since I last saw you guys, and you can see it has not budged. So, yeah. I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!